Wicked, 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 wicked. Wicked tones, you know.
So a lot of people tag me in pressing videos because, like, obviously my head motion and the mechanics of my press, but I think a lot of people are missing. There's like a really fine nuance of pressing when it comes to like your hand position. So if I'm gonna set up here and I'm gonna catch on my palm here, I'm as flat as a pancake. So it's like I'm holding a tray of drinks. I'm holding like a tray of food at a restaurant, like a waiter, right? So I'm gonna cradle in that palm. So it's gonna be in the nook of my thumb around there. And I'm gonna rock out and drive through. So my hand position never changes from being flat, catching, throwing. So I'm almost rolling palm under, so my elbow stays tucked in and driving up here. So I'm not trying to open and keep my palm flat. I'm trying to be flat and drive. And drive. So when I catch things, when weight comes into me, I'm almost throttling back on my wrist. So I'm almost catching and rolling shoulders back and then pushing through my palm. So I'm always rolling a little bit more on my wrist underneath to tuck that shoulder and chest up and drive out, right? So it's the same on fly. On a regular pec deck, it's the same thing. This is just a different angle of a pec deck, but you're still doing the same motion. So if I trap on my palms here, as you can see, they're flat. When I'm going to move, and I'm set where my position is, wherever it is on any angle, I'm gonna push through that palm. So I'm gonna almost drive my palm through the press as opposed to coming around. So I'm pushing through and squeezing into that middle point. And so when I come up here, I'm catching on wrist again. So I'm keeping that elbow back and I'm keeping on flat wrist. So I'm manipulating the angle of my hand to keep this on my palm all the time. So I catch on palm, throw, throw. So even here, as I'm pushing through, I'm driving through palm. I'm driving from here, I'm driving down, 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 down into palm. I'm never coming here. And you'll notice, guys and girls who do it, that we're just trying to maximally contract our pec. We're not trying to maximally move the weight, like the handles, right? So I'm gonna squeeze, that palm pressure of pushing down and through things is gonna grab more pec and make my pec contract fuller. And I'm only gonna probably get to about here. Heavier weight, it'll get less, but we're gonna get more pec. So you just bounce off that sticking point, catch on wrist again, throw on wrist. So everything's just catching, throwing, catching, throwing. So even if you're here on this pec deck, a lot of gyms have this. So you'll be a little more pinned open on this, but it's the same thing. I'm flat on palm here and I'm coming around at a horizontal angle, like to the ground. So I'm gonna move through my palm and squeeze. I'm not trying to go, I'm trying to push through. So it's almost like a press fly. So I'm catching on palm, throwing on palm. So even out here, my palm's flat and I'm moving through my palm to slide my arm across. Because sliding my arm this way will create pec tension. Doing this does not. Hooking does nothing, except till I get into about here. So I want to slide hands almost like I'm trying to bring them across my chest to get that pull pec to grab and jump, right?